near the end of the year, and once again the Battlefield Society has a stall in the High Street for the ceremony of switching on the Christmas lights. Our chairman has exciting information for us.
Well, we'd have expected last year that we'd have had the statues in place by today, but the weather being what it is and circumstances being what they are, we've not been able to manage that, unfortunately. We've had a rethink of our tactics, and rather than rush, we've decided it's better to do things step by step, and we've now decided that we're going to aim for May the 4th. A good day. It's the anniversary of the Battle of Tewkesbury, so it is an appropriate day. We've got some announcements to make later about how the thing's going to be handled, but because it's a battle commemoration, we're going to have a dedication ceremony followed by a general get-together. So that's the plan. Watch this space, as they say.
In chilly but dry weather, Phil is making good progress, and as he explains, he now has the top neck in position.
What you see up on top just now is the top neck piece fixed. You'll notice again the actual sculpture is a sort of development from the maquette. The work in hand at the moment are these two lower neck pieces, which I've deliberately set up in parallel to get a degree of match between the two. These are the two lower ends which correspond to that part there and that part on the other one. So the thick end which tapers slightly to where it will then join the top neck. My task at the moment is I want to do this afternoon is to resolve this one. This one's fully shaped. I'm pleased with the form of that. I want to just refine this one a little bit more. He's too deep here, so that will have to be reduced, and you have to think in 3 dimensions, so you're getting keep standing back, make sure the thing is accurate. We're trying to get that dramatic deep bow of the neck. I'm fairly happy now with the width and shape of it from the vertical view. I want to drop it onto its side and then, well, chalk it first in the vertical and then drop it onto its side and continue to shape. Not a bad thickness all round. We can lose some off this perhaps. Maybe a touch off the top there. 28, just a shave. It's not a bad shape really, it doesn't need a lot doing to it. So I might just let it flop over gracefully. Yeah, let's do it in a controlled manner with this thing. Did I say controlled? Yeah. Yeah. Got a life of its own. Really, it's just a bit more sawing and that'll do it. that'll do for the general shape this side.
When finally satisfied with their shape, Phil lifted both pieces into position and now has only one more hole to drill. What he will do after this is
shove a 14mm bolt through that. So you've got a good strong triangle. It can't move. So that's a great solid basis for me now to build the head. Start the Jenny. Come on, you rascal. Right. We've got this joint clamped either side of this top neck. There's a lap joint, so everything that's countersunk in there, that's jointed in, so there's rigidity. The two pieces can't move in relation to each other because of that tight joint there. Technically it'll hold itself, but obviously I'll just need to put a single bolt through just to, you know, to stop the thing springing out. So I'm gonna countersink on this side first, so we'll lose the nut, but I'll probably emerge round about here with the drill eventually. So I'll countersink first, then change the bit.
Oak is a very hard wood. Just look at the pressure Phil has to put on the drill to force it through.
Yep, see daylight. I'll need to countersink the other side now where that's emerged.
Repositioning himself, reorganising his tools, and climbing up and down the staging and ladders is a constant part of the day's work.
Yeah, it's still wobbly, but every confidence, yeah.
His next job is to cut a section of the threaded steel rod to the correct length, and this he will do up on the platform. He scrambles across to his tools.
Time for a new hacksaw blade, I think. Just file off the burr. There's a bit of burr there. The nut won't run on properly if I don't clear that. Okay, so we can fit this and tighten up.
Phil's careful preparation is successful, and he pushes the rod through the hole.
He's through. If I can start that off with my gloves on. It's fiddly. There we go. All these countersinks will be covered, but we'll leave everything open for the time being so we can keep tightening up. Yeah, and get it to grip. Oh, it's gripping. You might hear the wood creak slightly as the joint closes. It's dragged the joint tighter together, and this clamp that was holding it has gone slightly slacker, I think. The nut has done more work than the clamp to close that joint snug together. So it's all the clamps off now. We can take these hoists off. The whole thing is self-supporting now. By wobbling it, there is a slight movement in the whole horse. So we know the joints are sound then. I'm going to leave some of these slings up here because I'll be needing them again to lift the head components up into position. This 1/2 inch bolt is just temporary anchor for the sling. It's always handy to have a bit of extra as a lifting point. Now we'll just leave that temporarily slung up. The chain hoist I'll take off later. That's it really.
Great progress has been made with our project this year, and we're looking forward to the culmination of the project next spring. This is our 20th YouTube video, and we hope you've enjoyed watching the horses come together. Next year you'll be able to see their completion, journey to Tewkesbury and their installation on the Stonehills roundabout. Plans are already coming together for the dedication ceremony on Sunday, 4th of May, the 543rd anniversary of the battle. We hope our supporters will join us for this landmark event. We hope you have a happy Christmas and we'll look again in the new year to see the project reach completion.